Welcome to Tax Smarts Unlocked, the podcast for individuals and small business owners looking to conquer the tax landscape with confidence. Hosted by seasoned tax professional David Robson of Premier Tax and Business Services, each episode is packed with insightful advice on proactive tax planning to help you navigate the complexities of tax laws. Here's your host, David Robson.
Welcome to Tax Smarts Unlocked, the podcast that aims to lighten your tax burdens while keeping you informed and entertained. I'm David Robson, your go-to expert for unraveling the complexities of tax planning. Today we're delving into the convoluted realm of business expenses, a topic that can often feel like navigating a minefield of personal and professional jurisdictions. Let's start by defining what we mean by business expenses and why they're crucial in the landscape of tax planning. Fundamentally, a business expense is any cost incurred while pursuing profit. These could range from the rent on office space to the pencils on your desk. The key importance lies in their tax-deductible nature. Every dollar you accurately identify and claim as a business expense subtracts from your taxable income, reducing what you owe to the taxman. That's money back in your pocket, funds that could instead be reinvested into your business or saved for a rainy day. However, not all expenses are created equal, and this is where many business owners falter. There's a substantial amount of confusion between what constitutes a business expense and what remains personal. Let's tackle some common misconceptions. It's not uncommon for individuals to blur the lines between personal and business expenses, inadvertently inviting increased scrutiny by tax authorities. For example, a lunch with a friend where business was briefly mentioned doesn't qualify as a deductible expense unless specific conditions are met. The IRS and similar agencies in other countries have strict criteria that define what can legitimately be considered a business expense. Now, let's look at real-world scenarios to illustrate deductible and non-deductible expenses. Consider a freelance graphic designer who uses their car to meet clients. The costs associated with these trips, gas, maintenance, and potential tolls, can often be deducted. However, the daily commute to a permanent job site cannot. Understanding these nuances is vital. Another example could be the mobile phone. If it's used exclusively for business, those costs are deductible. Yet when it doubles as your personal device, only the business use percentage is allowable. Guidelines for identifying and documenting business expenses are paramount. Document everything meticulously. Receipts, invoices, and notes can serve as lifesavers during an audit. Many small business owners overlook this simple yet indispensable task. Utilizing apps that track expenses can streamline this process, ensuring you're not left with a shoebox of receipts come tax time. It might feel tedious, but trust me, future you will thank you when reconciling accounts or facing an audit. Misclassifying expenses can lead to serious consequences, not just regarding compliance risks, but also unnecessary overpayment in taxes, which no one wants. One mistake in this area can lead to penalties, interest, or even legal challenges. It is essential to exercise due diligence, thoroughly categorizing each expenditure into the correct column. So how can you maximize deductions while remaining compliant with tax laws? One strategy is to stay abreast of the latest tax laws and incentives designed to support various sectors. Timing is another. For instance, making a large business-related purchase towards the end of the fiscal year can bring deductions earlier. Essentially, remain educated and sometimes creatively cautious. It's advisable to plan purchases and expenses strategically across the tax year to maximize their deductible value. Maintaining accurate records to support expense claims cannot be overemphasized. A thorough bookkeeping system, whether digital or manual, eliminates guesswork from tax preparation and underscores your claims during audits. Consistency in maintaining records is a safeguard, and often the ally you need in proving deductions should any questions arise. Another critical point is the value of consulting with a tax professional for personalized advice. Each business operates uniquely, with individual frameworks and regulations applicable to them. A professional can tailor advice and planning to meet specific needs, identify overlooked deductions, and ensure that you remain compliant with current and evolving tax statutes. Let's not forget to touch on the recent tax law changes that may affect business expense deductions. With tax codes frequently revised, ensuring your knowledge stays current is vital. This might influence your planning strategies significantly. Staying updated and adjusting processes and expectations in line with legal changes can prevent compliance issues. Finally, regular review of expenses can optimize your tax planning strategies. Periodic analysis allows businesses to detect spending patterns, leading to insightful adjustments in policy and practice. An annual or even quarterly walkthrough of your finances can unveil potential savings and guard against fiscal hemorrhaging caused by misclassified or missed expenses. And there we have it, a whirlwind tour of understanding business expenses and their distinction from personal costs. Remember, the goal is to lighten the tax burden while remaining within legal parameters, allowing you savings which can improve your bottom line and potentially fund future growth. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Tax Smarts Unlocked. We've explored the fine line between business and personal expenses, equipped you with strategies for maximizing deductions, and underlined the importance of consulting seasoned tax professionals. I hope this discussion has enriched your tax planning toolkit, allowing you to make informed decisions that could save your dollars and cents in the long run. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more enlightening episodes on tax planning and incentives. Whether you're running a small business or preparing your personal taxes, we're here to unlock tax smarts for you. Until next time, keep those receipts tidy and your expenses manageable.
Thank you for joining us on Tax Smarts Unlocked, the ultimate podcast for individuals and small business owners ready to conquer the tax landscape with confidence. Hosted by seasoned tax professional David Robson of Premier Tax and Business Services. Each episode has been carefully crafted to provide you with insightful advice on proactive tax planning. By adopting a smarter tax approach, you can focus on what you do best, growing your wealth and your business. We're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe to Tax Smarts Unlocked on your favorite podcast platform and unlock the secrets to confident tax planning. Remember, it's time to take control of your taxes and unleash your full financial potential.